So if at any point watching this video you want to skip to a certain part of the process, I listed the timestamps of the different steps in the description, so you can skip to whatever part you want to go to. All right, come here.
Okay.
Let me show you what I'm going to use.
It's all right, dude. I'm not here.
Dude, it's just you, man.
Why?
I usually do this shit really easily, dude.
Is it because I have a funny face?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, come here.
I'm here.
Come down here. Come on, let me show you what I'm gonna use. Okay. So today we're gonna Plasti Dip chrome trim on a Civic with black Plasti Dip, and then we're also going to top it off with Glossifier. I've done this before. It didn't come out very well because we only used the black Plasti Dip. We didn't put anything over it to like kind of seal it and make it shiny, so it just looked really cheap. I mean, it's still gonna look cheap, but I don't know. I've never tried this, and I figured I would give it a shot because it's like $5 a can. So I didn't wash this, but you should wash this before you do it because it looks like shit. This isn't gonna be permanent. I ordered wrap, so I'll be doing that soon. Never half-ass one thing.
Full-ass.
Full-ass two things. Because don't be a little baby.
Exactly.
I can't swear because it's not nice. So I have some cheap masking tape. It goes on really easy and comes off very easily, so that's what you want to use. I also have some crappy newspaper. This will do. You don't need to get super fancy with it. It's not gonna be perfect. Okay, so when I close the hood, the reason I'm doing this is because when I close the hood, this part is covered, and if we did it with the hood closed, and as we were spraying like right here in this direction towards the engine bay, it would just like get all over here. We don't want that, so I'm gonna open up the hood. That way I can mask all this like overspray area that we would have otherwise. So we got the front chrome piece taped off. It's not perfect, but I don't care. So this part, if you zoom in, this part has a little lip to it, so that'll be able to peel off easily because it's disconnected from the chrome. So we don't need to like be super meticulous with this part right here because we can just, it'll peel off really easily. I'll show you. What you would normally do is actually wash your car and scrub the pieces that you are going to Plasti Dip. So do that. Don't do what we're doing. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to like have the tape touching right to the edge of what you're painting, because in an instance like this, there's a little ridge here, there's a little like rivet in between the chrome and the body of the car. So what's gonna happen is if you do have overspray up here, when you go to peel it off, it's gonna come off very easily. Like, that's fine. You don't need to get crazy. Obviously tape it down here so it doesn't blow up when you're painting. So you want to do like, I think the rule of thumb is like 4 to 7 coats depending on how thick each coat is. You want to get a lot on because if you spray too little the first time you do it, if you go to peel it off, like if you eventually want to peel it off, which is what I'm going to do, it'll be harder to peel it off the less you have. So you want to get a really thick coat. That way when you go to peel it off, it'll all come off as one piece, you know, hopefully. So we're going to shoot for like 5 or 6 really thick coats, and then we'll probably do 2 or 3 of the Glossifier and see how it turns out. We're gonna let this dry for probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. It's a little windy out, so that might help. That might help shorten the drying time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go to the back. I'll just get the front pieces too. This isn't gonna be perfect because I don't really care, but yeah, you wanna be careful not to spray too much in one spot because then you might get some runoff and it'll look shitty. It's gonna look shitty either way because it's Plasti Dip, but first coat. Yeah, we're gonna get coat number 2. It's only been like 3 minutes, but it's really windy, so it's ready to go. Why do you cut my face after that?
This is funny.
So I look stupid?
Yeah.
This brings back memories, man. We did a lot. We probably did. We got carried away. Maybe 7 or 8 coats. This shit dries so quickly. So by the time we did all 4 pieces, the first piece was already dry. So we've only been doing this for maybe 25, 30 minutes. Is 7 or 8 coats. It just depends on your conditions. Depends on your airflow, how quickly it's going to dry. The back of the can says don't do this. It basically says like avoid windy conditions, but I think what they probably mean by that, or the purpose of that, is because they want you to hold it just 6 to 10 inches away. If you're 6 to 10 inches away and it's windy, it's not really gonna make contact. So we just went a little closer. Nothing wrong with that. It looks pretty good. It's pretty smooth. So yeah, we're gonna start with this Glossifier. It says don't over apply on the Glossifier. So we're probably gonna do maybe 3 coats and see how it comes out. So this stuff, I don't know if you guys can see that on video. This stuff is a lot more, it's a lot more explosive. It may just be the coloring. I don't know. Just be careful, don't get this in your eyes. That does actually look pretty cool. This stuff is a lot more wet than the black Plasti Dip. You know? Yeah. All right. So this is what it looks like after 2 coats. This stuff goes on really thick, and it looks like it's still wet, but that's what it's supposed to look like. So it actually is dry. It actually is ready for another coat. It's not coming off when I'm like dabbing it. That's what the Glossifier does. It makes it look shiny and gives it like a wet appearance. So pretty cool. We're just gonna do 3 coats, and then you know. That's it. We're gonna let it dry for probably a generous amount of time compared to what we've been doing in between sprays. So we're gonna let it dry maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll take off all the newspaper and the tape and then see how it looks. You know? So, yeah, you can see right here, there's no tape right here. This is where the tape starts. I don't know if you can see that. So this is actually the paint of the car, but I'm gonna show you how easy it is to come off. Just like that. You see? It's gonna separate right there where the rivet is. We have a little bit we need to peel off. There's some right here, some right here. I'm just gonna kind of grab a hold of it. And it comes off just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. So this stuff, I'm not gonna worry about this being perfect right here because it's gonna be covered by the hood when the hood closes. You guys will see that in a second. You can swear, it's just, it might affect who wants to sponsor you. Not that anyone's gonna fucking sponsor me. Honda, please sponsor me. Dude, I would love to be sponsored by Honda. I would do all fucking Honda project cars. I would do all Honda project cars, man, if they sponsored me. One day.
Say it.
One day far, far away.
Say Honda, sponsor me.
Looks really good on video. Looks pretty cool, man. Just needs a wash and a wax.
Wax. Should I have done that Honda emblem?
Nah.
I think this back piece could have used more Glossifier. You think so? It looks a little flat. Probably just because the sun is hitting on that side and it's not on this side. Okay.
Sorry.
Dude, I can't do my intro, man, because you're gonna laugh at me, dude.
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
This looks like shit under here.
Yes.
You sure?
I'm supposed to be the camera guy. You're supposed to be talking to your audience.
I'm gonna wash this. After this, how to take off Plasti Dip. How to de-Plasti Dip your car.
Why don't we just make both those videos right now?
Because you have to let it set before you peel it off. You know what I mean?